friends, good afternoon. Let me get in the shade just a little more so I can, there we go. Today we're headed out to the garden. We're gonna harvest the carrots and some of the other things and maybe start on the potatoes, because we've got a very large garden and it's gonna take a few days to get everything harvested. I'll try and film as much as I can. We'll show you our harvest as we get it. So come join us on this fine fall day. We're going to start with the carrots.
Okay.
This first row was the thickest planted. These other ones were quite sparse. But I'd say not a bad harvest. I'll be going through them and we'll store some of them in sawdust for the winter, see how they do. I've never stored them that way before. And then the used first ones, maybe we'll can. And there's some turnips. And then you can see the kale and the Asian greens all need to come out because they've gone to seed. That's where the beans were. And the peas are just behind it. And the beets, the deer have eaten all the tops. And then there is 7 rows of potatoes. I think we missed. That's huge, Ephraim. And it even broke the bottom. I'll cut the tops off. No, put a pile beside me. Thank you. So here's all the carrots piled up. We've got almost a whole bunch already tops cut, and we're just gonna keep at it. Well, friends, this is what happens when you don't have deer fencing and you don't have a dog that stays outside at night. The deer come in and eat everything. These are my poor kohlrabis. Good thing the kohlrabi itself is fine. They've just been eating the leaves. And they've even got the kale. Haven't touched the Asian greens that went to seed. And they've left the turnips alone too. But like they even ate the radishes. Radish tops. We'll come this way. This is where the carrots were. Volunteer potatoes. The beans. Peas we need to, like, I don't know if you can see the green netting, but they've pulled the pea trellis down. And they've eaten the tops of the beets. Good thing we're harvesting today. This first row of potatoes was dug by hand. And now Grandpa's on the tractor with a 3-point shovel to dig potatoes up. We'll see how it does. Let's hope we don't slice up too many, or I'm going to be canning a whole butt ton of potatoes. tractor with a 3-point, I'm not sure what it was. It's like a 3-point hitch shovel or something, to loosen the soil to help get the potatoes out of the ground. But we still have to go through by hand and actually pull the potatoes out. So rather than bending over and breaking my back, I've been crawling along the ground, as you've probably seen. I just put the potatoes to one side. And just pull out what potatoes I can see first. And then I just, there's a lot of clay in this soil, so we're going to run into a lot of that. So the beginning of the rows might not be very productive because there's a lot of clay in here.
And a lot.
But I've been just using my hand like a plow, somewhat, to pull up the dirt and find the potatoes underneath. And I just dig the loose stuff out of the way, try and get rid of as much crabgrass and clover as I can, so we don't have to fight so much with it next year.
Hey, come on. All the way down there.
I'm gonna have some water. Who's ate this soda stream bottle?
Mom's.
Can I drink out of the soda stream bottle?
A little bit. Under. There's a potato. Alright, you can stop the video now. There we go. Well, we're out in the garden again. This is the day after we started digging potatoes. We're still digging potatoes. Last night we got 2 wheelbarrows and a 55-gallon barrel full, and we're still digging. Those children over there, Ephraim, Cordell, Andrea, and Eleanor, they've picked the beets and now they're gathering them to cut the tops. So, yeah, that barrel is right full of the top of potatoes. And on top is a dish bin full of kohlrabi that Gage picked for me. So, they might not be working fast, but they are working happily together. That is the point. There's still so much to take care of. Got to take the pea trellis down. We've got to pick the turnips still. All the Asian greens have been picked and either fed to the chickens or the goats. I don't know. No, you can't see the goats from here. They're way up there. Ephraim, say hello! My children are so innovative. Andrea's been tasked with picking up potatoes, and this is how she's decided to do it. Stand at the handle of the dolly and just walk along. There's Cordell. Cordell's finishing grabbing beets for me. Because I've got this whole pile of beets in front of me to top. That's what we've topped so far. The purple one basket is eat first or can. And the yellow baskets will go down into the well house for storage. You can kind of see where they, Ephraim and Nephi, they're supposed to be taking out posts. So the other kids have helped. They're just inside warming up because it's cold today. Today is day 3 getting the harvest in, right?
Yep.
Yes, today and yesterday and the day before. All right. Hopefully this is our last day in the garden. It is the end of October. It is October 28th. This is the most beautiful October I have ever seen. We have to get the last of the potatoes and the turnips out today. Here we go. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of the winter turnips or rutabagas already picked. So I finished the winter turnips or the rutabagas. We got to do the summer turnips. And then there's still 2 more rows of potatoes, but we'll get it done. Okay, hey, let's cut the tops off the ones we already have before pulling more, please. Okay? Alright, we have finished harvesting the garden. We got a wheelbarrow full of summer turnips, like say a red wagon, and then a half of a 55-gallon barrel full of winter turnips or rutabagas plus some. And we just finished the last couple rows of potatoes, which will give us another probably 60 pounds or so. So our approximate end count for potatoes is around 800 or just over, and I'm not sure how many pounds of turnips and rutabagas, but the harvest is done. Now we just need to go put it all in the cellar. I will show you guys the cellar once everything's down there. All right. Alright friends, it's about time I wrapped up this harvest video. It has been more than a week since we finished harvesting the rest of the garden. It is now down in the cellar. I call it the cellar. It's not really a root cellar, it's a well house. So it's the place we have to store our veggies. So let me walk you down there and show you what we have. Let's go. You can see snow has graced us with her lovely winter presents. Really? How did you get out now? We just put you in the corral. Crazy goats. It's too cold in the horse trailer because it's made of metal. They won't stay in the corral. I don't know what I'm going to do about them silly goats. So, there's the corral. Here's the well house. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to hit pause for a minute and meet you at the bottom. Alright. Now that we're at the bottom, let's take this last bucket of rutabagas and put them in the cellar. Like I said, it's a well house, not a root cellar, but it is what we've got. So here, right behind the door, is 8 grocery baskets, I call them, of beets. And they're about 40 pounds a piece. So they're still good and firm, not going soft. not sprouting. So 8 buckets of beets. Here we have two small totes. That one is full. This one's 3/4 full of carrot. And then up top here is where we have all the rutabagas. And there's a couple buckets of summer turnips. And then these buckets go 2 deep. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 buckets of potatoes. And this half barrel, this is a 55-gallon barrel, just cut in half top to bottom. These are all the giant rutabagas. There is one rutabaga in here that is 12 pounds. So these are all the root veggies. So that is our root vegetable harvest. These are all the good ones that'll keep in the house. I still have some eat first rutabagas, beets, and turnips. So we'll be doing some, oh, sorry. You can tell it's warm enough in here that my glasses fog up, but it's still cold enough to keep the vegetables good compared to outside anyway. Where was I? Oh, the eat first vegetables inside will be shredding and fermenting some of the beets and turnips. I will be pickling some of the beets and making some more Harvard beets. And we just have to eat through the other turnips and the rutabagas. So if anybody has any good rutabaga recipes or turnip recipes, leave a link or a recipe in the comments for me, please, and thank you. We've only ever eaten turnips a little bit. Kids aren't the biggest fan of them, and I don't think I've ever eaten a rutabaga. So thank you guys for following me in the garden harvest of 2022. And we will see more garden stuff in the spring of 2023, even before the snow's gone, because we'll be starting seeds. All right. Give us a like and a subscribe, and share with your friends if you want to brag about me and all the harvest we've got. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.